Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you just type acute?
What?
Could you just type acute and see if there are any other forms of the word used?
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know why, but before I couldn't hear you.
Okay, that's okay.
Um,
Acutely is a word.
yeah, acutely and acuteness.
Very good. So acutely is adverb. Acuteness is?
A,
No.
yeah.
Yeah. Now just leave symbol logo for the time being. Let's just get to the next column, definition. What is the definition of the word acute?
Sharp.
Yeah, sharp. So just write sharp. Yeah, okay. Now you have to use that word in a sentence of your own. There, the last column there. So we read about it being used as an adjective.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to use it as an adjective.
Oh, okay.
Acute angle with my
Protractor.
projector. Okay. Protractor. Okay. Now, symbol or logo. Just look at that, Shifni. You said it. The meaning is sharp.
Yeah.
So why not make an arrow to represent this word?
Yeah.
So that's a symbol. So when you, from now onwards, whenever you see an arrow, just think of acute, the word.
Okay.
Yeah, acutely, acuteness. And so this is a way in which, by which you can enhance your vocabulary, work on it, and rather confirm that word in a way onto your memory. So did you like it?
Yeah.
Okay. So vocabulary square. So you can practice every word that we learned using the root words today, using this structure. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next is definitely I just wanted you to work on the comprehension skills. Okay. So I'll do one thing. I'll just show you a structure on the board.
Okay.
So this is in fact a web tour. I'm just showing you this from a website. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and before that, Jeffrey, I just wanted to know the name of your school. Could you just type that in the Skype chat box?
Okay. For some reason, oh, never mind. If you're getting something from the web, the screen just like changed. So
Oh,
it's like, yeah. Okay.
no, I just want to see if I can download your curriculum from the web, you know.
And to get to our school's website,
Do you think your school has a website?
yeah, it does.
Okay. So if
The
I,
first,
okay.
and you have to click middle, it'll come up, and then you have to click middle school, elementary school, or high school.
Yeah,
So you choose middle school,
yeah.
and then all these schools will come down vertically in the list,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just have to choose King Philip.
Okay. Right. So you have the curriculum there?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and for Jenny, it's high school.
No, it's also middle school,
Middle
same.
school. Oh, right. Okay, fine. Okay, so let's get on with this. So just look at the structure there, Tiffany.
Okay. I can't see anything.
You can't? On the
No.
board?
No.
What happened? Your contact is lost? Just look at that. Do you have to reconnect?
Yeah, I think I should. It's saying not responding.
Okay, so just reconnect it.
Okay. Oh, it's not working again. Oh, okay, yeah, I can see it now.
Okay, right. So you see a pyramid structure over there, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the topmost column telling you? Subject.
Okay.
What are you reading or writing about? So when you read a passage, the first thing that you have to think about is the subject. Okay.
Okay.
Now, what's the next column? What is the
Main idea.
main idea? What is the author saying about the subject? Now, supporting details, list examples, details or quotations that illustrate the main idea. So you have three columns there.
Mm-hmm.
In one column you can write examples, example 1, 2, 3. I think you have 5 or 6 um, examples to be written. If you can,
Okay.
it would do you good, yeah. And then in the second space you can write details. Third, you can write quotations. Then,
Okay.
then as you roll down, just roll it down, Jeffney, yourself.
Okay.
You see the developing details.
Yeah.
Explain how above supporting details relate to the main idea.
Mm-hmm.
And as you roll down, you see use notes from above to write a paragraph or draft your essay. So this, it means that you could use this pyramid structure while you prepare an outline for essay writing too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we will now read a passage, and after reading that passage you have to analyze the passage based on this pyramid structure. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So here I'll present you one. What is the author saying about the subject? Here. Now you can start reading.
Okay. The name of Florence Nightingale lives in the memory of the world by virtue of the historic adventure of Crimea. Had she died, as she nearly did, upon her return to England, her reputation would hardly have ever been different. Her legend would have come down to us almost as we know it today. That gentle vision of female virtue which first looks shaped before the adoring eyes of the sick shoulders at Secuary. Yet, as a matter of fact, she lived for more than half a century after the Cimmerian War, and during the greater part of the long period, all the energy and all the devotion of her extraordinary nature were working at her highest pitch. What she accomplished in those years of unknown labor could indeed hardly have been more glorious than her Crimean triumphs.
Yeah.
But it was certainly more important. The true history was far stranger than the myths. In Miss Nightingale's own eyes, the adventure of the Crimea was a mere incident, sacredly more than a useful stepping stone in her career. It was the fulcrum with which she hoped to move the world, but it was only the fulcrum. For more than a generation she was to sit in secret, working her lever, and her real life began to begin the began at the very moment when in popular imagination it had ended. She arrived in England in a shattered state of health.
Yes.
The hardships and the ceaseless efforts of the last 2 years had undermined her nervous system. Her heart was affected. She suffered constantly from fainting fits and terrible attacks of utter physical prostration. Doctors declared that one thing alone would save her, a complete and prolonged rest. But that was also the one thing that which she had nothing to, would have nothing to do. She had never been in the habit of resting. Why should she begin now? Now when her opportunity had come at last, when the iron was hot.
Okay.
And it was time to strike? No, she had not. She had work to do. And when and come what might, she would do it. The doctors protested in vain. In vain her family laminated, laminated and entreated. In her vain her friends pointed out to her the madness of such a course. Madness, mad possessed. Oh, mad possessed. Perhaps she was. A frenzy had seized upon her. As she lay upon her sofa, gasping, her devoured blue books, de- um, decaying letters, and in the intervals of her palpitations, cracked jokes. For months as she stretched, she never left her bed. But she would not rest. At this rate, the doctors assured her, and if she did not die, she would become an invalid for life. She could not help that. There was work to be done, and for the rest, very unlikely she must rest once she had it done. Wherever she went, to London or in the country, in the hills, Derbyshire, or among the rhododendrons at Embley, she was haunted by a ghost. It was spectre of Succari, the hideous vision of the organization of a military hospital.
Yes.
She would lay that phantom or she would perish. The whole system of Army Medical Department, the education of medical officer, the regulations of hospital procedure. Rest? How could she rest while these things were the things was they were while if the necessary to arise again and results would follow and even the peace now. What was the sanitary condition of the army? The mortality in the bar, while she found double the mortality in civil life. Might as well take 100 men every year upon Salisbury Plain and shoot them, she said. After inspecting the hospitals at Cheltenham, she smiled grimly.
Okay.
Yes, this is one more symptom of the system which in the summary put to death 1,600 men. Secretary had given her knowledge and it had given her power too. Her enormous reputation was at her back, an incalculable force. Other duties might lie before her, but the most urgent, the most obvious of all was to look to the health of the army.
Okay. So let's get back to that structure that I showed you, Tiffany. Now you have to analyze this passage based on that. Now
Okay.
you have to write, what are you reading about? That's the first question that you have to answer. What are you reading about? The topic.
Florence Nightingale.
Very good. Just type it in there on the left side, public messages column.
Okay.
You really have to work on this. Florence Nightingale.
I'm not sure if I spelled her name right though.
Yeah, it's okay. Now the next one is main idea. What are you or the author saying about the subject? What did the author say about Florence Nightingale?
Florence Nightingale